My name is Steph Johnson, and I am a soul jazz vocalist and guitarist based here in San Diego. I grew up in San Diego. I was around a lot of music growing up. I didn't really ever take to any instruments or play music as a kid. I sang in some choirs, but then in my 20s, I found my dad's old acoustic guitar in the garage, and I pulled it out, and someone had shown me some really cool kind of like minor 9 chords, and so I just sat and practiced and played for like 8 or 9 hours one day, and I never stopped. And so I've just been playing a lot of music and writing music and hanging out with musicians and other singer-songwriters, and in that journey have met and found so many amazing people and things. There's been a couple pivotal moments in my life as a human being on this planet. More recently, I had this health crisis this year where I wasn't feeling good, and I saw a doctor, and they found some things wrong in my body. So I was overwhelmed and didn't know what to do, and being a musician, I didn't have any insurance, so I embarked upon that whole journey of signing up for insurance and finding a doctor, but in the meantime, started to educate myself about food and nutrition. And so then I started to pursue the music, and I've been having a great time. I feel really confident that by conquering my stress level and changing my diet, which I'd never done before, and being all about love and peace, really, and positivity. You know, these are good, positive changes that I made in my life, so if I can share that, and other people, can make just one little change, and you start to feel good, you're like, well, all right, I can do some more of that. Well, definitely my journey and my path is where I'm coming from and where I'm writing from. I think my music was always intended to bring people together and to have a good time and to enjoy one another.
I think the thing that inspires others more than myself even, that when she comes, we seem to get a really eclectic crowd. There's a lot of people that come from many different places, and they really are enjoying the type of music that Steph plays. It's, like I say, it's so soulful.
I love music because it crosses all ages, all boundaries, all ethnicities. I can be in a room of a completely diverse audience. I mean, very diverse. And they're all smiling and grinning, and we're having a good time because we're in a moment together. So music transcends all that. Music is healing. Music has so many special, magical, intangible properties that have changed my life, and I've seen it change other people's lives. 2, 1, 2, David. So the band that I'll be recording this project with, and I recorded the last CD with, is an awesome little rhythm section with Rob Thorson on upright bass and Fernando Gomez on drums. Rob has played in Southern California for a very long time, and he's very respected and does a lot of gigs with a lot of folks.
We first met at the Ocean Beach Jazz Festival in 2011, and right away there was a certain chemistry. And as a musician, I mean, I play with all sorts of different people, but you really look out for people that you have a similar sort of outlook and chemistry with.
We became friends, and he came over and jammed with me one day, and it sounded so good to me that I pretty much decided, like, I'm going to practice as much as I can to keep this guy around so that I can keep playing this stuff.
It just felt great from the get-go, so right away we started working on material, we started getting some little gigs, and it really took off pretty quickly.
And so as we started playing, he said, well, we got to get a little drummer in the mix. And I say little, not because he's little, because he's great, but he is kind of a little side. My drummer, Fernando Gomez, is this young, very talented drummer who's been playing his whole life, and we have a great time. I mean, the moment we go out on the road and we like get into the van again and we close the door and like we're setting off, it's like instant fun. I mean, it's instant fun when we're rehearsing and instant fun when we're playing gigs, but something about traveling together as this trio is really fun.
I said now, jazz is living high up, nickels and dimes, telling folks about what's on your mind. Oh, no.
So my goal with this GoFundMe campaign is to release my 4th album, which I've always raised money or kind of borrowed money and been paying it back over an extended period of time, so it would be great to actually get a real push and to just have the album out. We're gonna have some guest artists on the album and a great engineer, Chris Hobson, who's gonna take care of everything like he did last time. I also am raising funds to have an actual radio campaign, which is very important. To really like put out a record and to support all the touring that we're doing, we need a real radio campaign and a music video, because I don't have any sort of a professional music video, and I think it's time.
I mean, I think that'll be fantastic, and I think that's really the ticket as far as like getting that quick like international recognition, and really spreading the word, because people love the music, but the visuals also help a lot.
I mean, every record, you hope, you know, you've developed more as an artist, you've worked more at your craft, and you have more to say, you've seen more, you've felt more. And this year, walking through the hospital doors myself and connecting with the over 1 million people, more than that, I mean, that go through the hospital. But my compassion, my level of compassion and my openness to all of us and to this oneness that I feel, I think that's in all the music. You know, that's in every track that I've written, and even in the standards that we're covering, they're really sentimental, sweet standards, and I think it's going to be a really, really great next year. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Finally. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know that there's a lot of videos out there. I really appreciate you. And if you can, take a moment to go down below, right? Down below right here, and donate. A little bit goes a long way. There's a lot of you out there, and just a little bit from everybody will actually make these dreams a reality. Thank you so much.